Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right. As everyone can probably see from the thumbnail and the title, there's a little bit of bad news today. It's that we're only watching 21. I almost said 19. These ReZero episodes, I swear they're running away from us. Last time, we made a big ol' oopsie. And we had to make some tough decisions.
It was a catastrophic oopsie,
to say the least. And we couldn't return by death to fix the problem. Dang it. Yeah. So we had to make the tough decision based on the fact that we have some scheduling stuff. We have everything scheduled out very far in advance. So we tried to think of different ways to do it, but the best way was to not cut down or anything with the other episodes, because the next set of episodes, we assume are going to be even more hype. So the sooner we kind of take the L on this one and just
over the speed bump, yeah.
Right, yeah. Yes, the better it's going to be. So only 21 today. The good news is, though, if you're watching this on the YouTube release, you actually get to see the finale today. The finale goes live on the YouTube or on the Patreon and the YouTube membership. So if you want to see that, and this is the public YouTube, you don't even have to wait. Okay?
Check it out.
So it started as a bad day, but now you can make it a good day by seeing it 2 weeks early. Yep. So there you go. That's all I got to say about that.
Yes.
Last time,
the scheduling works out the way it does. We can't do it too early because we can't necessarily end on a triple episode finale or even a single episode. We don't want to do that. So
right.
Yeah. But okay. Either way, I'm excited. Some very big lore reveals were done.
Pandora.
Will we have more questions? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we will.
Oh yeah.
We'll probably have all the number of questions that were answered in the last trio of episodes. Will probably same number will be raised anew in 100%. New questions this episode. But all right, it is what it is.
It's like the show is absolutely cursed. It's like you can get all the answers you want. The monkey paw freaking curl is that every answer comes
with a new question.
Comes with two new questions.
Yes.
That's the freaking rule for this show. Holy frick, bro. Pandora last time was absolutely freaking crazy. I had a couple thoughts from last time as I was going through and looking at the video from last time.
Sure.
Okay, two things. One of them, I noticed that Pride started off very deferential to Pandora. And then as time progressed and the situation progressed, he became very defiant to the point, like he started off, he was bowing to her and like totally deferential to her authority. And then by the end, he was pissed and he freaking just turned her to a pink mist. It was crazy. So I thought that was very odd, like progression of things that happened over time. The other thing is
interesting,
right? Like I didn't know what to think of that. It's just something I noticed. I was just like, okay, weird. The other thing that I noticed was at some point, I can't remember exactly what it was, but at some point when she was fighting, I think it could have been near the seal, but it could have been at the other location they fought her. She said something about that you're not being very observant, or if only you were more observant, right? She was like,
who'd she say that to?
I can't remember. It was someone who was killing her, right? Someone was killing her a bunch. And it could have been Fortuna.
Could have probably or Emilia.
Or Emilia
killed her a bunch too.
Right, but I think it was Fortuna though, because I think she was like almost giving like a hint of like, oh, if only you were being more observant. She's like, because she was like, killing me is not going to do anything. Like if only you were more observant, kind of language, right? And I thought to myself, I wonder if her whole shtick is that the Pandora that we see is actually just a puppet. And the real one is just chilling in the background. And
yeah, I think I even said, maybe I said it or just thought it, but I want to say I said it out loud, which is like, what if this is a Freerin blonde hair glasses situation?
You had mentioned that. Yes. Yeah. So I'm thinking like it could be something like that. It doesn't totally explain the like reality resetting power, though. You could look at it like maybe the person who's hiding says their power of rewriting history as if it had never happened, right? And then the people remember that it did actually what reality was, but it gets overwritten. It's like, oh, this, Pandora was never hit by this attack, right? And then, oh, boop, they're totally fine now, right? It could be something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but I feel like that's probably what their power is. I think, based on that one little line. I wish I knew the exact line. I should have remembered, but
without knowing the full extent of like her power, like exactly what the limitations are, she's insane. Like, how do you kill her? And I know we've talked about Reinhardt and how like insane he is and all that stuff. And I understand mentally that sure, okay, he'd 1v1 and win. Okay, all right, I get it in my mind. But in like my gut, I'm just like, bro, who can beat this chick? Like, there's nobody here that can do it.
She would say that Reinhardt doesn't exist and he would be deleted. But I know everyone in the comments will be like, no, Reinhardt will get a divine protection that it makes him immune to Pandora's stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, dude, enough with this guy.
Let's just be glad he's on our side. Okay,
that's true. Yes, yeah. If we're better and worse, I guess in some ways.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah. So like, on a feelings level, she's the pinnacle of strength that we've seen showcased so far.
I think so, yeah. From like a purely like, okay, rewriting reality and never being able to die, there could be the puppetry angle for sure, but like even with the puppetry, it's potentially absolutely the strongest person. The other strongest person that we've seen is, in action at least, is Greed. Not the apostle... Not an apostle, freaking what's the words? The Archbishop.
Archbishop? Yes.
Yeah, Regulus,
okay.
I should say. Yeah, Regulus, I have no idea how you're supposed to beat Regulus. Regulus for right now seems...
Yeah, what is his power exactly?
His power is like barrier or something, right? Like either it's a nullification or it's a barrier. I don't want to say it's nullification because like it really looked like the unseen hand was like slamming against something, right? But then he also like has an ability to like hit you from a distance as well. Like he seems like it's the do all. It's the take no damage / hit you with everything type of thing. Like he seems almost as busted as Pandora does. So
yeah,
it's bizarre.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to this episode. I don't have any predictions. No predictions. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think we really left on much of a lead-in cliffhanger for what this next... What was the last thing that happened last time? They finished the story of the past of the sanctuary, right? Because we watched them a little bit out of order. But the end...
It was Ryuzu kind of talking to Subaru and the gang about like what the real thing is, or the memories of the real Ryuzu. And we don't know exactly what the real... goal of the sanctuary was, but that one dude showed up. I forget. Oh, what was his
melancholy?
Thing? It was, melancholy.
The devil of melancholy. Yeah,
the devil of melancholy. He had some strange aura that like
Hector.
Yeah.
Whoever the frick
I don't know,
is.
Dude. We're introducing devils. We're introducing witches of like
so weird,
freaking so many different things. Yeah, it's like what the heck?
It's bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre. All right. Okay. Well. With that being said, let's get into our single episode. This is going to hurt us just as much as it hurts every one of you else. So let's bear with it, and we'll get to it.
Let's do it.
What?
Uh-oh. Yeah, based on what he said to Roswaal.
Oh, because he didn't concede.
Oh.
What?
How's he gonna get out? Oh wait, I know how he's gonna get out.
Wait, he can
the crystal,
leave?
Right?
Hold on a second. He could have left at any point, like his sister.
Yeah, it's because his mom. It's because of the mom stuff that kept him in. It was an emotional thing rather than like a technical. Yeah.
I have a mixed blood dad and a human mom, so that means he's a quarter. He wouldn't be trapped. just like his freaking sister. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We just assumed.
So, yeah, wait, hold on. Didn't we like hear at some point that he was more
Yes.
mixed?
It was a total misdirect. They were just like, oh, well, you're mixed blood, and so she should be mixed blood too. And he's like, oh, well, we have different, what was it, different dads? Or different moms?
Oh, I
right?
don't remember,
And then,
but yeah, it was a different parent. Yeah.
it was a different parent. And we're like, he's like, that parent was like only half mixed, and so that makes her a quarter. And we're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And it's like, oh, well, he must have had a full blood and then went to half. But they freaking, I mean, this is the thing, right? Whenever it's like the show doesn't expressly say something, sometimes you're like, oh, well, it must be this. And I'm like, George, unless they specifically say it, I don't believe it.
Yeah,
So,
I suppose you're right.
You never freaking know. She like them cat boys.
Bro.
Is this a real saying in freaking ReZero?
So.
No one can run
know.
from Reinhardt. Oh my gosh. I feel like the Reinhardt freaking goofy references like that are only going to freaking
Just
accelerate.
beginning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Think about like, the sun rises surely as Reinhardt saves the world or something like inevitable like that. It's like, jeez Louise. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, this guy. You one moron? Bro.
Eternal officer. Otto?
Him? Yeah. Yeah, who is the internal
Who
officer?
Yeah, who are they referring
I think
to?
Otto, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, interesting.
know.
Dang, so Subaru is literally like leaving it all to Emilia to handle by herself. Freaking wow. That's awesome.
Let's go, dude. And she did. Oh, yeah, that's right. She needs to do the present. Okay.
She's ready. Ooh, she sees that look. Oh, this is amazing.
Nice. Wow. Okay.
Wow, so honest.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, I wonder what she's going to say to this. Sincerity.
Wow. Oh.
Save
Dude,
Roswaal. She knows. Okay.
Oh, wow.
What? How much does she know?
Dang.
She knows what his one desire is. Oh,
Wow.
that's it?
I guess.
Okay, so through ascending the throne, his wish will come to happen. I see.
Wow. Because she was saved by him.
I really like this. This shows Ram as being way more insightful than I ever assumed she was. Especially the line where she's like, please help him live both in the present and the future.
Right.
He's not living for...
Exactly.
He's living just for like some future thing, and he's not like...
No, he's
worried
living in
about-
the past, right? He's living
Or maybe
locked
that's what
in.
it is. Yeah.
Right.
Whatever it is. Yeah. He's like, he's not taking care of like himself. He's much like Subaru was.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
And that goes a long way to what he said, like, you can become like me, right? And like from a viewer perspective, we're just like, no, that's the whole point, is we don't want Subaru to become like you,
yes.
Roswaal. In fact, we would like you to become more like Subaru at this point.
Subaru, yeah.
Right.
How long do you think this has been going on though? Like this is not since Sanctuary till now. This feels like it's been going on for years.
I feel like this has been going on since before Ram was born, like hundreds of years potentially, right? Maybe.
Like this current single-minded is not the right thing, but like not this like blind Roswaal, you think, since before Ram was born?
Well,
I want to say like she wouldn't really know a different Roswaal to be able to say these kind of things, right?
yeah, I think that Ram, because she's potentially insightful like this, she would realize over time, even if she never knew a Roswaal that didn't have this tying him down, I think she would start to realize like, oh man, this is like really holding this guy back. Like he is making decisions that are not in his best interest for the sake of this dream for getting Emilia on the throne, right?
I could see something like that, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like she may not have noticed it at first, but over time you're going to notice something like that. And it depends, like there's a couple of questions we don't necessarily have answered. Like, is this the actual original Roswaal, or is this like his own person? Is it not the same as the one we saw in the past? And then like, when did this delusion start? Was it like, has it been there since he met Greed and has been doing this for Greed for so long? Or is this like, since he met Emilia, this delusion has started? Like, what was the like catalyst of this?
From what she said, the impression I got was that like it's gotten worse in like the last few years. Like what time span that specifically is, I have no idea. But I could see what you're saying is also being true, which is like it's always been like this, but she's like over time realized how bad it actually is for him. So yeah, it'll be interesting to find out.
And she's been saved. She was literally saved by him, at least according to her perception. We don't know, his connection with the cult. But
yeah, I was going to say maybe he was the instigator of that as well. Who knows?
Right, yeah. So, but from her perspective, it's like, listen, I died. As far as I'm concerned, my life was over. So anything that happens to me, whether I'm a tool or whether I'm killed for his convenience, it doesn't matter. My life's goal is to help him because he literally saved my life, kind of thing, right?
Sure. So, okay, question for you then. This feeling of I'm a tool, do you think it's equally as strong, weaker, or non-existent if Rem was still around?
I think if Rem was still around, it would give her something that's equally or more important to also live for, and I think she wouldn't be as flagrant with her life. She would still hold both things in high importance and esteem, but she wouldn't be going to the lengths that she would be going to, right, to sacrifice herself for Roswaal. She would do everything she could, but if she sacrificed herself for Roswaal, then you have Rem that like is gone. Like you can't do that, right? So I think it would bring her, ironically, it would bring her a little bit away from how Roswaal is acting, right? She's kind of doing the same thing to herself that she doesn't want him to do, to himself. True. Right? So
there's a pattern here with these characters.
Yeah, right.
Bro, this is a different Emilia.
No kidding. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, what is he gonna do? Oh, she's scared.
She's shaking. Dude, this feels so empty. All the words he's saying.
Right?
Yeah, seriously. Where is Puck after all of this?
Well, he's in the thing, right?
Oh, and that other one? Yeah, I see.
Yeah. The one that Ram has, actually.
I think so. Yeah, that crystal. Don't listen to Roswaal. Dude, he's trying to tear down all the work he did.
Yep.
All the work Subaru did.
No, that's not what
That's the
Subaru's doing,
distinct
though.
difference. Subaru coaxes out the potential,
Yes.
whereas Roswaal does not. He
And-
like forces people in directions.
Yes, and Subaru's not doing this for his own fucking well-being and what he wants. He's doing this for Emilia's
that
sake.
as well.
He's trying to promote Emilia to do the things that she wants to do, whereas Roswaal tries to manipulate people to do the things that he wants to have done. Right? It's totally freaking different. Ridiculous.
This dude, man.
Bro, he's trying to twist what Subaru has done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't listen to him, Emilia.
Don't falter. Is that all?
Let's go.
Get fricked.
Oh, let's go.
That's right. Oh.
Dang. Let's go.
Frickin', he played. Oh man, I love this. Roswaal played his hand and it was the wrong cards, bro.
Yes, yeah. He just didn't expect somebody to be like honest and like give tough love, right? Like for tough love to exist, like the underlying feeling and emotion is actual love, which Subaru, oh frick, I hit the thing, but which Roswaal can't relate to, right? I don't know, he's twisted. He's a twisted man.
Yes, because he doesn't really love and appreciate the people. Because if he did, he would realize that tough love is the answer. But he wants to manipulate people. So the honeyed words is what he wants to give people to do what he wants them to do. Because that's what he thinks will best manipulate them. He doesn't want to like really give them the actual medicine that they need. He wants them to have the honey.
Yeah,
and
he wants to
he's
just use
thinking
them.
Subaru's the same as me. He'll do the same thing. Nah, bro, you're freaking wrong.
Let's go.
Subaru loves Emilia. He doesn't want to manipulate her. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yep.
Get fricked.
Wow, that's right. It's because he's not. Nope.
No.
Yeah.
Because you feel it.
Honesty goes a long way.
What does she say? I'll turn the lie into wishes?
Yes. Yeah, I don't exactly know what she means by that. Turn the lies into wishes.
What Subaru felt when he said he believed in me won't turn into a lie. I'll turn the lies into wishes. Is she... I think... I could be wrong, but my impression of this is like, even if it was a lie, I'll make it real. Kind of thing. Right?
Sure.
It's like, I know he wasn't lying, but even if he was, I'll still make it real as if it was real, right? I think that's the interpretation. He hates this.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, frick. Oh, frick.
Yeah, what's gonna happen? No! What's he gonna do, dude? Is he gonna attack Emilia? Oh, is he gonna attack her?
I don't know.
Oh, dude.
He might, to get Subaru to reset if she dies.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't attack. Ram's there, she'd protect him.
Oh, it's for Echidna?
I think this is the original Roswaal.
I think so too. What?
Oh boy. These trials aren't going to be frickin' easy then.
I suppose so.
She says it to make sure he knows.
Give me more details. Come
Oh my
on,
gosh.
freaking rap.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
My last end game.
Yeah, what does she mean by that?
She breaking the barrier? Take you away.
From the witch's
No way.
delusions. Dude,
She couldn't
she's gonna
take-
die.
Yeah, well.
There's a reason why he's got that.
Yeah.
Great timing. Whoa! No way!
Oh.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, frick. The snow.
Uh-oh. Yes. This is how he does it.
Okay.
What an interesting thing to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's no way, right?
Second only to his teachers. To Echidna then?
Oh? Is
Is
Emilia
it
here?
the other Ryuzu clones?
Oh,
Oh, Puck! No way!
no way. Okay.
Dang!
Oh, man.
Where we left off before?
Yeah, interesting.
They fought before? Dude!
Oh, man. All right,
Jeez.
hold up. So that's confirmed. He freaking did it.
He did it. Yes.
Holy
And it seems
frick,
like
bro.
she's known this for a while as well. There was so much like subtext in a lot of stuff that they were saying. But we
Yes.
just don't know like their relationship, that like it's hard to decipher and like pick apart exactly what
Right.
each little piece of subtext meant. But
Oh, wow.
and he called
Bro.
her, so he's like, you've been the most useful pawn. Like,
I think, like, to achieve, it seems like he's done all of these horribly heinous things, all because the book has been telling him to do it
yes.
this whole time.
yeah.
Crazy.
Do you think the witch's
Crazy.
delusions and the tome of wisdom are one and the same?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
So he's been manipulated this whole time by Echidna.
Yeah,
This whole
it seems like, if I could guess, like when Echidna was killed, left, at some point, she gave him a book. She gave a book to him, and she gave a book to Betty. And she's like,
Yes.
follow the precepts and everything this book says. And they've been bound to the delusion. Him and Betty have been enslaved to the book this whole time. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's why Betty wants
so
to be
it's-
saved. And
Yeah.
Roswaal wants to be saved, maybe, question mark. But he's like well deep into the delusion, right? Like Betty at this point is just like,
Yeah.
please just end my freaking misery, bro.
And this existence.
Yeah.
I've been stuck in
Roswaal
here
is
for
just
100
like,
years.
I'm having a great time over here being a freaking total fool following this book, right?
Yeah. So, okay. So, it's not necessarily that the book predicted the future. Rather, the book dictated the way things should go so that Echidna could get her way, whatever that end goal is. But, okay, hold
No,
on. How would...
it's not necessarily that. We know how Echidna is with like possibilities. It could just be her literal own curiosity. just to see what would happen. Like, let's do this, and now I'm going to have them do this and see what happens.
Yes, but so basically what I'm trying to account for is it seems like Echidna knew that there would be somebody like Subaru who would inevitably reset the timelines. And it's like, okay, before 2 months ago, before Subaru showed up.
Why do you say that? Why would you say that?
Well, like, what's his face? Roswaal has been following the book this whole time, right?
Sure. Okay.
And just now he's saying that the timeline is that this world is a failed one, and like things are not going according to plan. By implication, that must mean that up to this point, everything was going to plan.
Right. It's everything according to Greed's plan and what Greed wants to have done. Yeah.
Yes. So at what point has the book, like, there's so many questions that they're like battling in my mind, and with the order in which I want to ask them, so you can understand what I'm trying to say. Like, okay, I'm assuming up to this point, everything has gone according to plan. And now the things that the book says should happen have not happened. So what? Like, how does Roswaal know then that this is a failed timeline and that he's able to reset it? When did he figure out that Subaru is going to be able to be the one that resets it? Did he know this before Subaru, that he would be able to reset timelines? Like, essentially what I'm trying to get at is like, okay, before Subaru, resetting timelines seems like it's a thing that didn't happen.
Right.
And then like Subaru showed up a couple months ago, and then he's like, oh, I figured it out. It's Subaru. Like,
no, but Echidna,
how long did that take?
Echidna knew that Subaru would be able to reset things, right? Because she's known for a long time, the whole time essentially, that he's been able to reset things. So at some point, Echidna dropped some knowledge on Roswaal, and Roswaal is like, okay, so this can be done. And Echidna's like, I want you to follow things according to this, and if things don't happen according to this, then you know that things need to be reset to some degree, right? Because it's kind of like a tug of war between Echidna trying to push the timeline to go the way she wants, and Satella trying to push, or maybe the Witch of Envy, depending on who's orchestrating it all, trying to push things the way she wants things to go through, like particular reset checkpoints, right?
Okay, so that said, and I think you're right.
Sure.
But that said, like, what was the method? What was the method? When did it actually happen? Like, essentially, it's just a question of specifics. It's like, okay, from Subaru arriving to Roswaal figuring this whole thing out. How long did it take? Yeah, when did it take him? Like, how long did it take him to figure this out? When did he know? It seems like incredibly quick. So I'm just wondering, Echidna, was it just like you said? She, from one day to the next. Oh, by the way, from this point, like May 23rd forward, like that's not how they do their time, obviously. But it's timelines are gonna stop going according to plan. I'm gonna need you to reset, and XYZ is the way that you reset, or like Subaru is the key to resetting. Like, that's essentially what I'm wondering. It's like, what information did he get that allowed him to figure all this out in seemingly an incredibly fast rate?
Sure. Right? That's a question we just don't know, right? So
yeah. Okay.
All right.
Let's keep going. Yeah, it's just wondering out loud, essentially.
Yeah, for sure. And I just can't believe that he's just been so freaking evil. Like, for so long, dude. For so freaking long, he's been making such evil choices. Now, to be fair, it's not 100. I mean, it is like 100% Roswaal, but like, he's completely, like, what's the word? He's being deferential to his complete autonomy and choices by deferring all of his choices off to Echidna.
Yeah, to
right?
Echidna.
Like, so like, I would say 99% he's in the wrong, because he's literally the one making those choices and doing it. But at the same time, it's not really his choices in a sense. I mean, it is and it isn't, right? like he's deferring everything to her choices, but he's also choosing to follow those choices at the same time, right? So it's he's not internally the evil one necessarily.
He's a lackey that's following through with his master's order. So like the master is the orchestrator at the end of the day, but the lackey is still the one doing the evil deeds.
Yes,
yeah,
right, exactly.
I get what you're saying.
It's crazy.
Uh-oh. What? What?
She's got a protector.
Oh, so they're already here.
Are they?
No way. They're, I guess, like protector from what other than Elsa, right?
This could be a misdirect.
Could be, yeah. With this show.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Elsa,
already,
please.
Dude.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh. They're here. They're here.
The angels. He says that again.
Oh.
Oh.
They're not here.
Frederica. Oh. This is the night before when Subaru typically arrives, I think.
Ah.
Dude.
Bro, she was in full freaking beast mode and lost handedly to Elsa last time.
Yeah.
There's no freaking way, bro. So they're absolutely freaking here, right? Like, surely Subaru and the gang is going to arrive, like, literally in moments. It has to be.
Let's hope. Let's hope. Yeah, I mean, if Subaru really is going to do all that stuff in this round, he has to, right? He has to be here.
Unless
so,
the checkpoint's updated. No, but even then.
What do you mean? Like, yeah, even if the checkpoint updated, like...
Yeah, this is the soonest he'd get here.
Yeah, yeah, he left, like, unless he skips that conversation with Roswaal and, like...
Right.
Hightails
right
it over
away.
here. Like, yeah, I don't know how much room he has.
Yeah, okay. Royal capital that nearly killed me. My skills have improved. Oh, great.
Oh. After fighting Reinhard, okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well.
Go. Go. Oh, she doesn't want to leave Rem.
It was freaking Roswaal.
That's the worst part, dude. Oh. Oh.
Jeez.
Are they gonna see her? Oh no, that's right. The like freaking other purple-haired chick is here with the beasts. Come on, Betty. Come on.
Betty, stop hiding. Oh, Petra. Oh no.
Oh.
Come on, Betty.
She's gonna see him. She's gonna look out the window and see him.
I hope so. Oh.
He's on his way.
He's here.
He's on his way.
Come on, he's gotta be here. Please. Yes.
Yes. Let's freaking go, bro.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
As they say, he's got great timing.
He does. That's right, Petra. Yeah, he's deferred that to someone else.
Garf's there.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, let's go. Oh, maybe that's what that shaking was him transforming?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, no, maybe not. Dude. Oh.
Oh.
No way, he just like tanked it?
He blocked.
Oh, he blocked it. Let's go. Where did they get those, I wonder? Like, who gave it to him?
Oh. She's huge.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is not the time to be doing this, okay?
Yeah.
Guys, you literally have someone right behind you.
Oh boy. He's so short.
Yeah, seriously. Okay. He feels confident, or he seems confident.
Yep.
Let's go, Garf. Oh, he's had this whole time.
Dang.
Okay.
Let's go. Oh, Garf, I'm a little nervous though.
Okay. Please, Garf.
Oh man.
Reunion of roars.
I really don't want him to freaking die after this. Holy frick. Wait.
I don't think he will.
We've got an end credit scene.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
Oh no. Oh no. What's
Betty.
this cliffhanger gonna be? You can't even tell what's happening?
She's reading the gospel, bro.
Subaru's gonna say, I am that person.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing you can do, Betty.
Yes. Wow.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So we have Garf fighting Elsa.
Okay.
And we're gonna have Betty and Otto fighting, although Otto maybe can't do much, but at least he can control animals, whatever that does. Fighting the other little girl, the one that can control the beasts, the mob beasts.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. There's a chance. And then we have Emilia going in to do the second trial.
Right.
We have, dude, this, bro, we fricked ourselves over. This is the worst cliffhanger of the season yet, man. Oh, and we have Roswaal and Puck and Ram going at it in the sanctuary.
Yeah, we have three big,
come on, dude.
very important events happening that are going to have huge outcomes based on what happens. Yep.
Dude, this.
But the best part was freaking Subaru coming right when Petra was like, please, Subaru, help me.
Yeah.
She's so freaking cute. I could die, dude. Oh, thank goodness, Subaru. Thank you.
Yes, he showed up at the right time.
The right freaking time.
They all say he's got good timing. He's tried a few times, so that's why his timing's so good, right? But this time, he legitimately just did have great timing.
Super good. Wow.
Dang.
Okay.
But that said, I'd rather take a cliffhanger now than a cliffhanger on episode 24, which is like something we discussed. We're like, how do we fix this whole
True.
thing?
Oh, yeah. If we did that,
we're like,
for sure.
Yeah, it's like,
100%.
no. We can't do 3 episodes at the end. It's just too much, and we can't end on a cliffhanger on episode 24. So
and hopefully, well, the good thing is season 2's ending finale, even if it has the biggest cliffhanger in the whole world, it may not even matter. So no problem.
Yes.
No problem.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
This was a good one. Wow. This is a freaking meaty one.
Yeah.
Of all the episodes,
the beginning of the finale.
Right,
this is
for
it right
sure.
here.
Of all the episodes that we could watch just one of, I know the cliffhanger was really bad, but this one was hella meaty, though. There's so much that happened.
Yeah.
And the episode, I'm looking at it, was 29 minutes long. And basically the entire runtime was show.
Something happening.
Yeah.
There's some, and it wasn't just show, but it was like impactful, meaningful conversation and events and all that stuff.
Yep. So, dang.
And Puck and Roswaal have fought before, dude. Like,
that's interesting, right?
Yes, it's very interesting given the context that he's like, that Puck, before the contract was broken, was like, dude, if Emilia dies, I destroy the world.
Right.
Like, do you think that was something that happened right from the get-go? Or was this like a consequence of something that Roswaal did that Puck's like, listen, I'm updating my contract and you can't touch Emilia. Right? Because like, the impression I've gotten right now after watching this episode is that like Roswaal vocally said he wanted Emilia to ascend to the throne, but A, he didn't actually want it, and B, even more, he never believed that she ever could. So something in that plan required him to side himself with Emilia, but not actually fulfill the promise of getting her on the throne, right? Like, did I misunderstand something, or is that?
Yeah. So they were both like, Puck cares for Emilia in the sense that he loves her actually, and
he calls her Leah. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that is certainly
there's that
right?
bit of info there. Just saying,
for sure. The other thing is like, and he uses ice magic too, just like.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. It's very sus. Yeah. And Roswaal cares for Emilia in the sense that she's a tool, right? So they both care for her, but I think there is, at the core of their motivations are quite different. And I think Puck isn't really a big fan of that when it comes to, because he knows that in a moment's notice, depending on circumstance and what Roswaal wants,
he can turn on Emilia.
He could turn on her and dispose of her, right? And so I think that there was absolutely some friction once upon a time between these two when in relation to this.
I can see that. But do you also think that Roswaal legitimately wanted Emilia to ascend to the throne? Or do you think those were empty words?
No, I think he did, based on probably what the gospel said, right? Right.
So then maybe it's not necessarily... Yeah, I guess when he was saying, like, this is a failed timeline, maybe it was to her, I think I figured it out. He didn't want Emilia to ascend to the throne, like, being this person who she is now, of her own strength, of her own merits and all that stuff. He wanted to put a puppet on the throne, I think is what it is.
Yeah. Definitely a possibility, for sure.
Yeah, because now that she's gained some self-confidence and is, like, going through and completing the trial, which he didn't want her to do and didn't think she could do, he's like, this has failed. It's already it's no longer going according to plan. So yeah, he wanted an Emilia on the throne that he wanted to control, I think.
But how on earth does he get her on the throne and have her not break the barrier? Like, they seem diametrically opposed if we assume that he wants a puppet on the throne, right? Like, she's the one who has to break the barrier, but in order to break the barrier and also fulfill his wish of having a puppet on the throne,
I think he wanted Subaru to break the barrier or something, because he's like, you got to become a tool, single-minded in this one thing, which is ascending.
That's true.
Emilia
And
to
he's
the
like,
throne.
he said, like, frick what Emilia wants. Like, you
Exactly.
do things against her will to get the job done, buddy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Subaru said, frick that. We're going to have Emilia pick herself up and do the barrier herself. And Roswaal's like, first of all, no. Second of all, she can't. Right?
Yes.
There's no way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's
so he needed
a decent.
He needed her as a puppet, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh. But why does, like, what does Echidna get out of this exactly? Right? Because
that's the question we don't know. Because that has to do with more of the sanctuary stuff. And it could just be her own freaking morbid curiosity. I mean, we literally know that she told Betty, who's like her freaking spirit child, to freaking wait in the mansion for someone. And she didn't even have any idea. This is why I'm saying, like, the books and stuff have nothing to do with freaking anything other than her own morbid curiosity. Because she didn't even have a plan for this someone. She just wanted to see who she would choose and what would happen. Because she's a freaking sick mother fricker. So, I think...
Do you think the sanctuary, though, was of her own morbid curiosity? Or do you think there was, like, an actual plan there?
I'm sure it's more likely than not that she was just doing some freaking sick... She just wanted to continue her sick experiments on people of figuring interesting things out. And then the devil of melancholy was causing her some freaking problems. So she decided, well, I need a barrier to keep myself safe from this guy while I frick around with everyone else. She was literally making a village.
I have no reason to refute that, right? But it just seems very shallow. But maybe she is just that shallow, right? Like,
it's possible, right? I mean, she literally was amassing a village of people to frick with. And then set up a barrier so they couldn't leave, and that no one could come and frick around with what she was fricking with. It's just like unbelievable, right?
Yeah. My only like hesitation about that is like partially Betty, but mostly Ryuzu. Like, do you really think they would, unless they were unaware of what her true intentions were?
For sure. I think she gives people honeyed words. And she makes people like she did the same thing to Subaru. It was exactly the same tactic that she did to Subaru. Yeah. She came in with the I can help you and don't worry.
Just take my hand. Don't worry about it.
Take my hand. Here's some knowledge that will help you. But in the end, she's just a freaking a-hole who wanted to frick around with Subaru's power. Right?
Jeez. Okay.
But then it's like, well, maybe it's freaking 5D chess. And she said that him not taking the deal was like all according to her freaking plan.
Yeah, that part I don't exactly know. Maybe there's you know how they say, like, in math, there's like different levels of infinity. Like between 0 and 1, you can have like 1.1 or 0.1, 0.2, 0.2, 3, 4, 5, whatever.
Right.
There's like, I forget what it was, but there's like more numbers. What was it? Anyways, the point I'm trying to say is, like, there's an infinite number of numbers between 0 and 1, and there's an infinite number of numbers between negative infinity and positive infinity, right? Because you can just tack another 0.00001, right? Like, whatever. Okay. So maybe in that frame of thinking, there's more infinite possibilities when Subaru is unrestricted by greed, or by Echidna, and restricted by the Witch of Envy. I don't know. I'm just trying to freaking piece very loose.
Do you smell that? I feel like you burnt some eggs over there when you were cooking.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
I get what you're saying, but yeah, it's hard to say, right? It's
like
really
yeah,
hard
like
to
what
know.
else would it be, right? That it's all according to her plan for her not to be able to influence every minuscule choice.
100%,
right?
bro. 100%.
And another thing I found really interesting is this is the second time that we hear Elsa say, "I'm going to send you to the angels." The first time I heard it, it was like, okay, this is just like a phrase, just like a way of speaking. You're going to swim with the fishes. I'm going to send you to the angels. But now that we know there is a devil, like, is the devil like an archbishop in which it's an actual human being that has received immense amount of power? Or is the devil, because his aura was like way different, is a devil like a different type of being.
Right.
And there are angels that actually exist, and they're also different type of non-human beings, right?
Yep.
I don't know. Just found it interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Okay. Good episode.
Very good. We'll have to check right now if there's any cut content, and we'll have to double check
break times
if we have any break times to watch, because last time we might have watched too many or not enough. So through the magic of editing, we'll see what we have to do. Either it'll be one of those or the outro of the video. So let's see.
Sure.
All right, we didn't have any cut content, but we do have a break time, so we'll watch this one and then we'll be good to go.
Very good.
What?
What?
Oh,
bro.
Oh my gosh, dude. She's awful.
She's so mean, dude. Come on, Ram. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
This is so unnecessary, dude.
Oh my gosh.
She's talking to insect again.
So freaking mean.
She's so dumb, man. Oh.
Subaru believes that you will not. Oh.
Okay. Otto's been helping plan this too, then.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
Frickin' Ram, dude.
Holy frick, she's relentless.
Oh, is she thinking of Subaru? Yeah.
Is she thinking of Otto?
Oh my gosh, it was Otto. Okay.
Yeah, it was Otto. I forgot his name. They're putting so much importance on Otto.
Yes.
This is the second time they've really like highlighted Otto. Roswaal highlighted him as well in this kind of way. Like, oh, you're like a piece that isn't here. Like, why are you here exactly? Right?
Yeah, you're in a
There's
new
something
piece on
weird
the
about
board.
Otto, like more than we know. It's like he's outside of the freaking purview of the witches or something.
Oh.
Right? But it doesn't make sense.
Otherwise, why wouldn't what's his face? Roswaal know about him, right?
Right. Yeah, it's so strange, right? Like he's kind of circumventing the like perception of others to some kind of weird degree. And it's like, are they using this like Ram ignoring him gag as like a play on this? And they're like really hinting at something that like will be revealed in the future, or is it just like, her being mean?
This at the end, right? Like I don't remember his name. Is that like you said, is she just being mean, or is there some sort of like outside mechanic or something and she legitimately forgot his name, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, that's the assumption here that she actually, because she's not like bullying him here. She's just like, oh, I did forget his name. And like she's looking at the bug and talking to the bug and like forgetting that he's there. It's just like, okay, this is absolutely a gag, 100%. But like there has been other weird things about this where like Roswaal doesn't know about him, and they keep referencing Otto as if he's like some special piece to the puzzle here. It's not Garf. Now, they already knew Garf existed, sure, but like, I don't know. It feels like there's just something
You're right.
to
There's
this.
a pattern that's being created.
Yeah,
and this
it's just
kind
weird.
of, this break time definitely
Highlighted.
like a bigger light. Yeah, highlighted that pattern.
Yeah, is it just because like he is technically the one outside person to this whole thing, right? He's not part of the sanctuary. He wasn't part of the mansion. He wasn't part of the village. He's purely from outside. So like maybe you could make that interpretation. It's just because he's an outside person completely to all of this. But it also could be
what was his divine protection exactly? Like, I know it ended up being that he could talk to animals, but like, what was it? What was like?
I think it was talking. It was talking to animals, basically. Yeah, talking to creatures. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like he could hear everything at once or something.
Yeah,
and it wasn't until he got older that he could like decipher what's what.
Right, but it wasn't like
maybe
objects,
it isn't his.
Right, it was creatures specifically. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe it's not his divine protection that's like causing this.
It. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be. It could be like we don't know how.
Yeah, maybe there's an additional effect that we don't know about, right?
It's entirely possible that like divine protections are given from like the goddess ? But that they could like if let's say that greed has some form of prediction and or future sight and or something like that because of her like evil witch powers or something, right? Maybe divine protections allow you to circumvent potentially like the future prediction or future sight, because like they allow you to act unpredictably in accordance, like in I guess non-accordance to what the witches predict. Like let's say if I had a divine protection that allows me to avoid danger, right? So if I was going into a forest, but my divine protection says there's going to be bandits, and then I go around the forest instead, because the divine protection told me that I was going to find bandits, the witches wouldn't be able to know, or greed wouldn't be able to know that I was told that, because the divine protection told me that. Now, if I saw a note on the ground that like said there's bandits ahead and I avoided it, she would know because it wasn't divine protection related. Like, is steps caused by divine protection or changes made by divine protection protect you from the future sight potentially because they're from the goddess or whatever it is, wherever they're from?
So you're saying that Echidna has future sight?
I mean, she does have some kind of something, unless she's just fricking with people, right? Totally. Right? It's possible that the book, you know how she writes things in the book that do kind of happen in the future? It's possible that she's just writing the things that Subaru saw through his return by death experiences. So she knows that what's going to happen, but not according to what Subaru will do specifically, because she's able to see into the future thanks to Subaru, right? That's how. But well, you know what? But the books always told the future, or they have the books?
That's what I was gonna say, right?
What like to do?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is the book her trying to dictate the future, essentially, like saying do this, and by doing this, she can guarantee that you do X, Y will happen. And so she's telling him do X, or is the book like now recently started telling the future because Echidna is getting insights into the future through Subaru, right? Because she's seen all of his alternate timelines. So if he goes up to a certain extent in time and resets, she can now write in the book and say, oh, well, all these things are going to happen. And now the book looks even more prophetic than it usually does. I vaguely remember Betty saying something along the lines of like, the book used to tell me did she say what's gonna happen or told me what to do?
What to do, what's going to happen, and then it stopped.
Yeah, and then it stopped, right?
Yeah. So anyways, I don't know if I'm cooking too hard with all this like stuff, but there's some ideas to throw out there that kind of came to mind.
Yeah, I mean, if there is something to this whole, Otto is an unpredictable third party.
Yeah.
The closest thing that we could latch onto right now is like some additional effect to his divine protection or something like that.
Yeah, something. So, he's definitely not just a freaking normal person when it comes to like he's just a character in the story and he's here to help kind of thing. There's definitely some groundwork being laid here that he's more than what he seems.
I think so. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, good stuff. Good episode. Like you said, this was a very meaty episode. If you guys want to see the finale, you can skip time and already watch it live right now on Patreon or the channel membership. But with that, forgive us our lapse that we only do one episode this time, but at least we get to do a double episode for the finale. That is way better because I would have hated to wait a week between 24 and 25. But with that, we'll catch you guys next time for some more ReZero.
See you, everybody.
Take care.